I guess we'll see if this is breaking up or not. I'm in a place where I get bad phone service, and this is like AOL Wi-Fi, like the worst you could imagine. So maybe I shouldn't even go live. Just wait and see if anybody gets in. Ask some questions. Seems to be doing okay. Maybe the live's alright. Maybe it's just me that's not alright. The live is not okay. Hey, what's up, my one viewer? It's great that I have one viewer. Makes me excited. Yeah, look at those nose hairs. Yeah, trim that. Hey, what's up, Robert Alberts? How you doing, man? The wind keeps blowing it out. I gotta put my hand up here or something. Maybe my phone. God, fuck. Alright, I gotta light this cigarette. Hang on. You know, you just go live. It bores some people. What is this? Oh. McDonald's cheeseburger. Hang on. You don't sin anymore? Because sin doesn't exist, right? Or you don't sin anymore because you're like perfect. That's gonna last about a week. A week from now, you'll be rolling around in your bed saying, "Oh God, please no! God, please no!" And then you'll be like, "I failed." So I don't know what you meant by that. You could have been like super smart. I don't sin anymore because sin doesn't exist, or you could have been like super zealous, like I don't sin anymore. Give it a week. Maybe tomorrow morning. Maybe 2 weeks. Okay, so it's all over. I gotcha. Yeah, that's actually a smart way to do it. Somebody say something. The whole reason I'm on here is to spread my knowledge. Like, why does somebody make a YouTube channel or something if they're not narcissistic? They've got to be amazing. They've got to have something to offer. They can't just get on here and tell you that you're just as close to God as anybody else and you should just be an honest person. That'd be weird. Wow, that'd be like so crazy. I'm Robert52 Plus from TikTok. Robert52 Plus. Well, that seems like a dick thing for me not to remember that. Do you interact with me over there? Do we have like conversations? Robert52 Plus? I know like Rick Vermont and stuff, but yeah, alright, +1. I remember the +1 part. So what are we talking about, guys? Upstate New York. Said +1. Who'd you bring? Who was your +1? Who was your +1 to the party? You and your wife had a baby or something? +1? Or you just added to their population? Okay. Nah, I don't even know why I'm on this live right now. Somebody's got to say something. Come on, put me off on something where I can impart some kind of knowledge to everybody instead of just telling the truth and going straight to God and being honest. Everybody wants to hear some kind of knowledge. They want to hear somebody argue over the Old Testament, which wasn't even to us. Like, they want to hear somebody talk about, like, Nephilim, and there's like 42 miles of underground stuff, and they've got no oxidation from the sun, and they control everything, and the aliens came down, and we got the rhDNA now. Do you understand what's happening? Don't you know what's happening? The letter H looks like a fence. I'll say what I always say. What's your neighbor's name? You probably don't know it. So, my friend won't believe because he can't see New Jerusalem. Well, that's weird. It said that it was a mount that couldn't be touched, and that the kingdom of heaven didn't come with observation. Like, how. And then flesh and blood didn't inherit the kingdom, so how are they supposed to see the kingdom? That's weird. And that this corruptible seed had to put on incorruption, and that the flesh had to put on the spirit. Like, how are you supposed to see that? That's weird. That's just like that's just like the first century Jews, man. They didn't believe Jesus. They thought that his kingdom should be of this world. They literally said, if he's the Christ, let him get himself down. Because they thought that he should rule and reign on the earth. But it was a spiritual kingdom, so how's he going to rule and reign on the earth? Flesh and blood doesn't inherit the kingdom. But yet Christ is supposed to come down and set up a physical kingdom. I don't know. Look at these gums. Like, I smile, my gums are too big. Yeah. What's going to happen to this mouth is it's going to rot in a grave. And it's all going to be up to my heart. Did he have a good heart, good spirit? You know, we're all going to rot in the same grave. But we should fight and argue about who's better in the flesh. Oh, my job's better. You know what I do for a living? Well, why aren't you a billionaire? Shut up. Yeah. Yeah, I think a lot of people think that my videos are something different, but it's all about being honest. They think that I'm like, Christianity ended. You better believe that or else. Better start being honest. Don't hide anything. At the end of the day, you need to go to sleep with a clear conscience. So, I'm coming through okay? Look, I haven't done a live on YouTube because I came back to my mom's house. Split up with my family and everything. Came back to my mom's house. So I didn't go live, you know? Exactly. Keep your freaking conscience clear. What else is there? Everybody's like trying to figure out what the Nephilim was, or whether or not the earth is flat or round, or they're trying to figure out everything. And I could just be saying that for some kind of clout, like, well, I'll just shut everybody down with this. Well, if I was doing it for pride, then it wouldn't be truth, would it? But I'm saying, you don't know your neighbor's name. We can't even do the things that we are trying to do here, and you're trying to figure out the universe like that's going to save you. Some kind of knowledge. Come on. If you're lying to your wife about the things that you watch on your phone that she doesn't know about, or if you're hiding it from her, then guess what? You can't see the truth. That's all I'm saying. In all the words that I speak out of my mouth, I'm only saying one thing. If you're not honest, you cannot see the truth. That's it. Like we could study to get closer to God. like the scribes didn't do that, and the Pharisees, or like the Catholic Church. They used to whip themselves and sleep outside naked for 3 days outside of palaces while they were bleeding and they were fasting, and They stayed in dungeons for weeks at a time just studying. And that's somehow going to get us closer to God. Just study, guys. Study, study, study. If you're smart, you're okay. No. It's got nothing to do with it. So if you're honest, you're okay. Guys, whenever I get off here, you're going to think whatever you think about me. But whenever I get off here, I got to deal with God. I got to deal with this day and every day in my past. And I got to go straight to God. And I got to be there all by myself with no help, saying, what'd you do? Did you lie? Did you cheat? I got to go to sleep with a clean conscience. Is there something else? Do you really think you're going to study everything? And there's nothing wrong with wisdom. There's nothing wrong with being wise and studying stuff. There's something wrong with thinking that that's what got you where you were. I mean, your heart is your heart. What do you think about Israel only theory? I think Israel only is a lie, just like everything else. They got to jump through a lot of hoops. They've got to cherry pick. I mean, just tell it like it is. Whenever Jesus was on this earth, he said, I came only to the lost sheep of the house of Israel. The Gentiles having not the law do by nature the things contained in the law. These having not the law are a law unto themselves. And there's a huge difference. Israel only is just another... Alright, so I've been dealing with Israel only people for, I don't know, about 7 years, maybe 6. And most of them become atheists. Go not in the way of the Gentiles, but go to the lost sheep of the house of Israel. Alright, so he just made like a complete separation there between the Gentiles and the lost sheep of the house of Israel. But then they say, no, the Gentiles were the lost sheep of the house of Israel. Okay, so who were those other Gentiles that they were talking about? Oh, it's only the tribe of Judah. Don't you understand that they were split? There was these 10 tribes, the southern tribes, and there was these tribes. But Paul said, I'm a Jew. He said, I'm of Tarsus, which is no mean city. He said, an Israelite of Israelites. So then they try to say, oh, it was just Judah and Benjamin. That's what it was. So Christ came and he got 12 disciples, one for each tribe of Israel. And he said, you will be given 12 thrones to judge the 12 tribes of Israel. No, don't you understand? There was a separation. What he's talking about with the Gentiles is... Yeah. I don't even deal in that stuff. I tell you to stop going somewhere where you're condemning everybody else and go straight to God and be honest. I have yet to have somebody argue with me that being honest is the wrong thing to do. And I have yet, what are we Elizabethan or talking in Bible days? Nobody ever tells me that it's wrong. I'm like, what's my actual message? And they're like, being honest. And I'm like, okay, what's wrong with that? Can you give me something that's wrong with being honest? Telling you that I'm no better than you. You have access to God. I had somebody come on live on TikTok today. They kept saying you had to be born again. And then they were screaming, saying, you're telling me that I gotta believe what you believe? And I said, no, I'm not the one in the cult here. I'm not saying that somebody has to be born again. That is what you are saying. I'm saying everybody has access to truth. You should tell the truth. I'm like, you're the one saying that we need to be born again. Or we're lost. I don't want anybody to go through baptism, communion, speaking in tongues, nothing. I'm just be an honest person. How does somebody think that there's some kind of scapegoat, that at the end of the day they told lies, they cheated, they stole, they murdered, maybe they molested, whatever, and at the end of the day they're gonna be okay because they got a scapegoat? No. Look up the word truth in the Bible. Everybody always skips over the word truth, but it's in every book many times. It's probably the most used word in everything. It was all about truth. I don't even know why I'm talking anymore. I mean, I do, but I need to tell new people. Not people that think that they're so smart. It's the Nephilim. The earth is flat. The earth is round. Oh no, let me tell you. The letter H looks like a fence. I keep bringing that up because somebody said that today. That's so crazy. Nobody ever says, hey, if you're dishonest to your spouse or anything, guess what? You're a liar, you're a cheat, and you're not going to make it to heaven. You got to tell the truth. She doesn't know what you look at on your phone. He doesn't know what you think about your ex. He doesn't know. What do you think about your ex? He doesn't know. Like somebody could possibly be better than somebody else just because they, read something? I got news for you. 1700s was the only time that people started reading the Bible. 1900s, before the elementary school boom, people were still just putting their X on the line. Today, 40% of people, mainly Muslim women cannot read. How can you condemn everybody else because they haven't been baptized like you? They haven't read like you. They don't have the right translation. I love it now. People are trying to take books out. Well, Derek, that would be okay. But the book of Revelation only made it into the canon by one vote. I'm like, all right, let's take the book of Revelation out. Jesus still already returned. They're like, well, John, that was just a Catholic doctrine for the Trinity. And I'm like, I can see that. Let's take that out. Oh, Jesus still already returned. They're like, well, let's take this out. And I'm like, thank you. Keep taking it out. Now you're getting where I'm at. Get rid of your goddamn Bible. Go straight to God. How the hell do people think that they can study now? That's crazy. Out of everything everybody studied and did, now all of a sudden you know. Let me do this. That's full Nelson right there. Ain't no half Nelson. Come on, that's French soup, man. If study can help you, good for you. That's great. Everybody thinks, we started talking about Bible right now. I would list off the Bible faster than anybody you've ever known, and more Bible than you've ever heard. And I can quote it, all of it. It's not a joke. I really can. But the difference is I don't think you can get here by the Bible. I had to throw it away before I understood anything at all. You got to go straight to God and you got to be honest. Other than that, you can say whatever you want. It's great. Okay. What do I do with my cigarettes? Okay, they're not right here. Yeah, I don't even know what to say. Go straight to God. I'm the cult leader. You go straight to God. Is there somebody watching this that thinks they know the Bible better than me? That'd be cool. That would be cool. Found them. They're in my pocket. No, I just always ask for the truth. Is there somebody watching right here that thinks they know the Bible better than me? Because you should always tell the truth. Start spitting it then. Yeah, that's a pretty good statement. Sandra, it could be said either way. The more you learn, the less you know is truth in the world. Sometimes people use that, though, as a scapegoat. And they say that the most wise people are the wisest people. Know that they don't know anything, but it's not true either way. If you're completely honest in your life and you're completely wise, then you know. Is Yahweh Satan? No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. What I mean, I understand why you think that because you live in the new world and you understand that the Old Testament is bad, but you got to read the whole Old Testament. Whenever he said go and kill all of them, sheep, women, children, everything else, he said to do that because they kept coming to Israel and making them have bastard sons and fatherless, and there were so many things to that. And then God told them, "I never told you to sacrifice." Yeah, Jesus, you can't think that Yahweh, like we put vowels to it. It's a dead language. It's funny to me. Like Yahweh is something terrible. That's who Jesus came from, and he talks about David. And they all talked about Ezekiel and Isaiah and Jeremiah. And Jesus read out of Isaiah. That's what I'm talking about. Everybody thinks that they're so smart. Whenever I get off here tonight, I am not getting off here like, oh my God, Derek, you're so smart, buddy. I'm getting off here like, did you tell the truth or did you not? And I'm going to have to deal with God. So stop trying to find a way around it. If you're lying to your spouse or somebody else, no. If you lied to somebody in the past and it plagues you every night and you never went back and told them, it's not going to be okay. You keep trying to search for truth to get around what you've done. It's not going to be okay. You have to tell the truth in your own life. Oh my God, I fucking hate talking. Like, what am I? Fucking talking head, dying fucking flesh. Like, I only know the Bible because of what God told me. Supernatural things that you see now, leather neck, is you can become a demon. You're literally born in God now, and you can become a demon. You. Yourself. You walk away from that light, you push it down your whole life, you're not honest, and then you wonder. You pray your whole life, God, show me the truth. God, show me the truth. And all the time, God is sitting there saying, tell the truth. Tell the truth. So then some people are like, God, show me the truth. And then they come to somebody that's telling the truth and they say, you mean I gotta be honest? Oh, wait, I didn't want that. You're not gonna get anything from me. You've got to be an honest person. Tell your boyfriend, I mean, this probably isn't even relevant, but tell your boyfriend that you think that your ex is more attractive or he's more endowed or something. I mean, you would never do that. You would never do that, but you want the truth from God. You won't tell the truth, but you want the truth from God. People are trying to use my message that Christianity ended as like a scapegoat. Oh man. I'm only laughing because how dumb it is. Sometimes I cry, sometimes I laugh. If you guys want to judge me for crying, that's cool. We'll just talk all political. We'll be like Paul and go back and forth between the Gentiles and the Jews and what's right and what's wrong. That's cool. You're going to get off here tonight. I'm going to have told you nothing. Now, I can tell you everything about the Bible, for real. I can. Somebody talk to me about it, and I'll just go off on a spiel, and you'll be like, "Oh my God, I'm not equipped to handle this," you know. But at the end of the day, you're gonna have to tell the truth. You're not gonna stand before God, and He's gonna say, "Why didn't you believe this? Why didn't you believe that?" He's gonna say, "You remember that one time? Do you remember that?" You can only be confused if you're lying. Sandra, you're lying about something. Go back and tell the truth about it. Tell the truth about the Bible. Tell the truth about your experiences. And then you'll be okay. I don't know what else to say. I don't know. Some people think that I'm like sitting back here with pride. Oh, he thinks he's got like these pretty green eyes with that little brown spot in them. He thinks that God came to him only. And I'm gonna keep saying, tell the truth. Oh my God, like look up somebody. Tell me, where are they saying that? Tell the truth. Yeah, no, I get it. I wasn't actually trying to be mean. I'm sorry. Whenever you drink like this, your testosterone goes down, and you try to combat it by getting your testosterone back up. I'm living with my mom now. So, I don't know how better that is, but yeah. Thanks, Blue Oyster. It's my friend Jerry. I don't know. I'll just stay on this live. You know what? Come on. Just talk to me. That's fine. Everybody's smart. They think all these conspiracies, and that's fine. I'm just going to keep going back to what matters. And people are going to be like, shut up, bro. Shut up. I got this cult leader here, Harry, you know. I look like I'm about to go to Waco. You should listen to me. Search for truth forever. Whenever I found the truth, God said, tell the truth. Isn't that amazing? Isn't that amazing? I found the truth. What am I trying to actually say there? Truth is truth. That's really fun. I'll just sit here too, guys. We can sit here and say nothing. Because some people think that saying nothing is better than saying something. Because they've got it all figured out. I'll just stare at the sun and go, my brothers, I love you. Agape. Doesn't matter if you tell the truth or not, right? I don't know. What do you guys want me to talk about? Come on, alright, say some Bible. That'll be really fun. I'll just start quoting whole chapters and stuff. And everybody will be like, oh my god, Derek knows so much about the Bible. Start worshiping me or something. Derek knows so much. No. It's not. Sorry. I actually knew nothing until I threw it all away. Well, that means nothing, right? Come on, somebody say something about the Bible. You're the one going live. Why are you asking other people to say stuff? Why don't you talk? Everybody thinks that what they know is what they know. You got a weird little thing here. Google isn't God. I didn't know about 70 AD, guys. I was a futurist on a Tuesday. Had a dream on a Wednesday. And I actually had about 6 dreams on a Wednesday. Or Tuesday night, whatever. And he said Jesus already returned. Still didn't know about any of it. And he told me Christianity ended. You guys ever heard that before? Look it up. I'd like to see that. Look that up. See if somebody said that before me in 2014. That'd be cool. You can see pride is pride, truth is truth, whatever. Hey, somebody say something. I got nothing to say here because of it's 8%. So, what are we to do today? No, you go straight to God, man. Evil's always been evil, and you've known it since you were a child. Don't do evil to somebody else. Sin doesn't matter. You've gone to these churches and found out that they were hypocrites because they started saying, "Oh my God, my flesh is better than yours." No, it wasn't. Never start thinking that your flesh is better than your wife's flesh or your girlfriend's flesh or something else, Do I have to get like smart? Guys, I fucking hate getting smart. Alright, okay. I'll get smart. All flesh ends in the same way. We all rot and die. What does that mean? There's unrighteousness with God? No, we're all the same. We all die. So what's the difference in people? Has to be in the heart, right? Somebody can say I love you, but actually hate you. Somebody can say I hate you, but actually love you. So the difference is in the heart, right? Oh my God, I feel like I'm coming out like an idiot. Oh my God. I'm literally gonna die screaming, saying, truth! Just tell the truth! So, we have to die. You don't even get a new body anymore. That was back then. Can somebody tell me why I'm on here? I don't even know why I'm doing this. Alright, I'm gonna go to bed with no Bible, no doctrine. Whenever I lay down at night, it's not how many people believed Christianity ended in 70 AD. Whenever I lay down at night, It's God? Did I lie about something? Is there something wrong? Is there something I did in my past? That's what plagues me. Is that not what plagues you? Who the who the hell do you think you're listening to? No, I mean I think you should listen to me. I'm saying right things, but how the hell do you think you're less than listening to somebody else, you know? I always tell people, I say I wrote 3 books telling people not to read books. So I wrote 3 books saying don't read books, but you could take that anyway. That depends on you. You're like, oh, he's being prideful there because he said, you know, he found a way around it. He said write books to say don't read books. Wow, that's amazing, Derek. You thought you were a great manipulator. No. No. 2 people cannot be honest and not be going to the same God. You say, well, I have dreams too. Sure. But are you an honest person in your life, or are you hiding something? Because if you're hiding something, you're not going to see the right thing. Have you read the Fathers of the Church books? No. I actually have only read like 3 books in my life. And I don't actually promote my books very much. People think that I want them to read my book. No, I want people to be honest. I've only read like 3 books in my whole life. I was a hardcore conservative Pentecostal back in the day, so I read some Michael Savage books. Other than that, I've not read any books. I read a Sinclair Lewis book. It can't happen here, and I read The Inside of the Cup by Winston Churchill, not the Winston Churchill that was like the war guru, but way before that there was a Winston Churchill author from England. So I read The Inside of the Cup, I read It Can't Happen Here by Sinclair Lewis, and I read like 3 books by Michael Savage. Other than that, no. Look, I could just go to church right now. I'm telling you, I could get to church right now and say everything, and I could just spit scripture, and everybody be like throwing their money at me, and I could live like John Hagee or some shit. Oh man, I'm sorry, guys. If you don't understand the fact that I'm a little inebriated here, then I don't know what to tell you. But if you find a lie in me, that would be cool. I'd love that because I would change from it right away. Well, yeah. Like, does this dress make? Yeah. If that dress makes him look fat, you frickin' tell him, dude. I'm telling you, there is never anything good about dishonesty. Does this dress make me look fat? Yeah. I mean, it's kind of sexy. I like your butt in it, you know. Of course, I'd like to sleep with your best friend better than you. I'm telling you, like, always tell the truth. I don't care what it is, you know. It's never wrong to tell the truth. It's always wrong to lie. I don't know how else to say that. Yeah, that dress makes you look fatter than if you were wearing black baggy clothes. Yeah, it does. But am I still turned on by you? Sure. Yeah, that's fun. Just try it. Try it in your own life. Try being honest. Always. And then God will come to you and you'll have a great life. I have a kind of terrible life. God came to me, you know, but I have this terrible life because I care for people and they should just start telling the truth. Everybody's looking for the truth whenever they could have just told the truth. I'm sorry. Yeah, of course, God is truth. Lying separates you from God. I understand about telling the truth, but not just speaking everything that comes to your mind. Well, I mean, why did you say that? Was that a little bit of a lie there? Not just speaking everything that comes to your mind, what was actually behind that? I mean, don't try to mess with me. I understand that you shouldn't just go up to some random person and tell them things that they don't need to know. But not just saying everything that comes to your mind, that's like a blanket statement that anybody could say. Do you feel bad about it whenever you're all by yourself and you go to sleep? If you feel bad about it, tell it. You know? Look, if your boyfriend does not know, Kathleen, that you actually like your ex-boyfriend and he knew more about the geography of your body and everything, you know? If he doesn't know that, you're lying. I'm telling you, you're lying. It's not okay. Like, and that might not be your case, but I'm trying to get down to the nitty-gritty, telling you it's about telling the truth. If you had to tell your new boyfriend that your ex was ugly, you lied. Why were you with your ex? Because you told your ex how beautiful they were. Oh my God, you're my favorite person in the whole world. Oh man, you're the best. You're the best. This is so great. And now you're lying? No, stop lying. Somebody ask me a question. I'll tell you. Ask me a question. I'll tell you. I'll show you. I'll show you because I know. No, it's not actually what I was saying. That's how it came out, though. I'm telling you, you gotta tell the actual truth. Maybe he was bigger. Maybe he was better. You gotta stop lying. You gotta stop sitting up there cutting all that broccoli for that salad every single day whenever you're lying to him that he doesn't know what he's doing and you had something better. You gotta stop lying. You gotta stop lying. Everybody thinks, oh my God, if I tell the truth, it's gonna hurt somebody. Your lies hurt somebody. Why do you think you're arguing? Two people cannot be telling the truth and arguing. You're arguing because your lies hurt somebody. That actually makes a lot of sense. So to redeem yourself, just confess. Yeah. How is that wrong? Leatherneck. Look, this is the best thing I ever heard. My buddy Buck Wilder just sent me a message on TikTok tonight or yesterday. And he said, I stole this much money from somebody. So I went and told him, and I went to jail for 2 days. I said, wow. I said, dude, that is the best thing that I've ever heard. I said, how do you feel? He said, better than I've ever felt. Because he went back and he told the truth to somebody that he could tell the truth to. You can't tell the truth to somebody who's already died. But you can start saying the truth. But you know, this guy just went to jail for 2 days, has a court date, and everything else because he went back and told somebody the truth about what he did. Is that not amazing? Hey, Kathleen Walker, or Wellner, the Bible never talks about the new heaven and the new earth. I understand why you say you don't see that, but Isaiah 65 and 66, all that he says there is God says, as the new heaven and the new earth is before me, so is New Jerusalem. And then he talks about New Jerusalem. Revelations chapter 21 and 22. He says, and I, John, saw a new heaven and a new earth. And then he says, and then I saw the new Jerusalem. The Bible only talks about the new Jerusalem. People have gotten that confused. They think that Isaiah 65 and 66 is talking about the new earth, where the lion will lay down with the lamb and everything, and there will be no more death or crying or tears. But that was talking about the new Jerusalem. Go read it again. I guarantee you, Isaiah chapter 65, he starts talking about the new Jerusalem before he says that. And Revelation chapter 21, he starts talking about the new Jerusalem before that's why he said that there was 12 leaves to heal the nations, because it was the 12 tribes of Israel. It was the old covenant. So I have a friend who is Jewish, and she said the Bible is, yeah, it's not for non-Jewish. Who could possibly believe? I mean, she's right about one thing, but it's not for her either. It already happened. But how the hell do these Gentiles think that they can go back and read the law today and argue over it like we're so smart? No, you go straight to God. You be honest. We're so smart, right? No. Gentiles having not the law do by nature the things contained in the law. These having not the law are law unto themselves. The fact that Gentiles are reading the law today and thinking they understand things from Isaiah, Jeremiah, everything else, it's crazy. It wasn't to us. Jesus didn't come to give us the law. So she's right about that. But say this to your Jewish friend. Say, hey, Jewish friend, how does it feel that since you guys killed Christ, you've only gone without a temple for 70 years before? But since you've killed Christ, you've not had any new Levites, any new prophets, and you can't do your sacrifices, and God has not given you a temple. Say that to them. Say, you cannot, God has not honored you, Mrs. Jew, since you killed Christ. And see what they say. They usually start like cussing and want to blow you up, you know. Look at this last comment. About the lion laying. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. That's actually talking about New Jerusalem. That's not talking about the New World. If you want to talk about the New World, there's 3 places in the Bible that talks about it. One of them is Joel. He said that the heathen army that came on the great day of God Almighty would be the strongest army that there ever was, and it would remain the strongest army to many generations after the great day of the Lord. So there's still murder on the new earth. Then you got Daniel. He said that the 4 beasts' dominion were taken away, but their lives were prolonged for a season at a time. And then you've got Solomon. He said, generations come and generations go, but the earth abides forever. This physical planet was never going to be destroyed. That is a doctrine from this Catholic Church that killed everyone so that you would have a Bible. They literally slaughtered everyone. Is that Jesus? Everybody says that I reject Jesus. No, I don't. I believe what Jesus said. If Jesus was still here today, somebody on my live the other day said, I don't know, man. I believe we have Jesus, but there's just something missing. And I said, bro, if you had Jesus, there wouldn't be anything missing. Like, these churches are crazy and the exact opposite of God. So why are there Gentiles and Jewish? Isn't there a difference between being a Jew and being Jewish? I mean, both of those are kind of the same question. Let me ask you a question. All right, I can answer that, of course. I can tell you everything that Paul said, that those that are a Jew is one inwardly, and it's a heavenly Jerusalem, and flesh and blood don't inherit that kingdom, and you've come unto a mount that cannot be touched, and it's the spirit of just men made perfect and everything else. All right, so I can tell you that. Well, let me ask you a question. Why aren't our shadows healing people? Why can a pope hand out the Eucharist and the body of Christ and wine for 100 years while he's doing evil to children? I don't know if I can say the word on here, and still live? Those people that took communion unworthily, they were sick or they were dead. People, Ananias and Sapphira, who lied to the Holy Spirit, dropped dead. There is no way that this Catholic Church and this Protestant Church and these 45,000 different denominations are of Christ. Who's actually accepting Christ and who's rejecting him? I'm accepting what he said. I'm saying he said this generation will not pass until all these things are fulfilled. I accept what Christ did. And he did it. It said that the Lord would make a short work on the earth, and then he would deliver the kingdoms back up to God. I accept what he did. I'm the one saying these churches aren't right. You cannot have 45,000 different denominations claiming to have the spirit of truth, all believing something different. They all said, Trump's gonna win. Trump's gonna win. Guess what? I laid down on camera, go right here on my YouTube, to September 25th, 26th, a couple years ago, and I said Trump's not gonna win. And there would be a shift in the balance of power. Who said the right thing? Millions of these preachers who say they have the Holy Spirit and have Christ prophesied lies. I say we don't have the Holy Spirit, go straight to God, be honest, and I prophesied truth. Which one is right? I said Trump wouldn't win, and there would be a shift in the balance of power. And the Democrats won the House, the Senate, and the White House. But all these men that tickle themselves at night and say, Oh, Solomon, God told me, the Holy Spirit said, they were wrong. But I say, tell the truth in your life, and I was right. So, against millions of these Holy Spirit, truth-filled people who can walk by and their shadow can heal you, I was right. And you know what I actually said in 2 videos before that? I said, I'm going to lay down here on camera. I said, I'm going to lay down on camera. And I said, if I tell you a prophecy that is not true, I said, then I will revamp my belief and know that I do not have the truth. I said, but if you tell me a prophecy that's not true, everybody's just going to keep following you. They're not going to go to the truth. And then guess what? I had dreams. Donald Trump didn't win, just like I said. There was a shift in the balance of power. Literally the last day, it shifted to all Democrat. Who was right? Who was right? God. But everybody keeps following those false prophets. That's fine. And I did come with something that nobody's ever known, Christianity ended. That's cool. But, I mean, what am I supposed to do about that? Like, brag? I'm supposed to say, Adam and Eve were made 2,000 years before the flood. And then 2,000 years, the flood came. And then he called Abraham. And then 2,000 years after Abraham, Jesus came. And then 2,000 years after Jesus, Christianity came. Everybody's been through so many cults and so many doctrines that what I'm saying sounds crazy. That's fine. Absolutely. But again, I implore you, I needed to say implore to let you know that I was smart. I actually have an IQ of like 160 something, but I needed to say like implore so you'll know that I'm smart. I implore you to go look up somebody else telling you to tell the truth instead of believing their doctrine. You ever seen that? Have you ever seen anybody in here? Give me somebody's name that tells you to tell the truth in your own life. Not believe my doctrine and send me money. Has anybody ever told you to tell the truth in your own life? Like one time. Isn't it the most amazing thing? It's like profound. How can somebody say something so profound? Oh, it's elementary, dear Watson. Like, who else tells you that? Find me somebody. Send me a video where somebody said that the real doctrine is being honest. That's all that I ever say. Send me somebody, please. It'll be great. Oh, yeah, nobody. Sorry. You're all scouring your mind. And nobody ever told you to be honest. Isn't that the most amazing thing? Nobody ever told you to be honest. Like, shit. We all know so much, right? Nephilim, RH, bloodline, aliens, governments, and Freemasons. Did anybody ever tell you to be honest? Holy shit. Nobody ever says anything to me for a reason. People comment on my stuff and I make videos back and then they never talk to me again. They're like, well, where does the Bible actually say that Jesus returned? You guys don't want me to get into that. She said, sure I do. $50-50? People have been splitting 50-50 for so many years. That doesn't matter, but I don't get stuck on somebody saying nothing to me, so. Hey, Kathleen Wellner. Have you ever read like Matthew 16, 27, and 28? I say that to you because people are indoctrinated. If I just start spewing everything, what is that going to do? Everybody's going to think that I'm like prideful, you know? Yeah, he's already returned. The rapture already happened. Oh. Well, at least read that verse. I mean, or not. You don't even need the Bible, Kathleen. Literally. What you need to do is be honest with your exes, your new person, your children. Don't tell them about Santa. I'm talking about being completely honest. Do not say that you made them 4 eggs if you made them 3 eggs. You have to be completely honest. Oh my God, what am I supposed to say to people? Be completely honest. I'll tell you what, lay down tonight, tell your lies, think about your lies, and forget about God. That's cool. You think your relationship is great? You liked your ex for more reasons then you like your new guy. And he's watching stuff behind your back. I always bring that up because that's what people cannot get over. You have to be honest always. Am I endowed? No. It's like 5 3/4, guys. Come on. I'll tell you the truth always. There's like a bunch of guys sitting out there right now going, 6 1/4. You know what I'm saying? God, look, you got to tell the truth always. I don't know how you think you're going to find God without it. I don't know why the fuck you're still listening. Yeah, you've been married 37 years. Well, then you've been through everything. You guys have had your down nights and you blamed it on alcohol and everything else. It was not the alcohol's fault. It was the lie's fault. It was not the... You've tried to blame it on everything. If you've been married for 37 goddamn years, you've blamed it on everything except for what it really was. He doesn't want to be controlled. You don't want to have to lie. Okay? You don't want to have to lie. You have to lie, or it'd be terrible, right? All right, tell me that it wouldn't be. That'd be great. I've talked to a whole lot of people. Tell me that it... Oh, no, we don't lie. We don't lie and hide things. Yeah. That football player in high school or something. Maybe not relevant to you, but you understand the analogy. I'm telling you, you cannot know the truth unless you tell it. You guys have been through everything in the world, and I understand that you have this great admiration for the fact that he would crawl through heaven and earth to save you if he were dying. So you've got a great, crutch there. Thank you, man. What's going to happen after you die? You think he's just going to mourn his whole life and not be with anybody? I don't know. You can't tell the truth to people. It's like Jesus and the Sons of Thunder. They said, well, then it's better for a man not to have a wife. And Jesus said, this is a hard saying. He said, most people cannot receive it. I'm not actually telling you to leave your husband. I'm telling you to tell the God's honest truth that you had a relationship, maybe you laid down on the football field with somebody. There's this thing in you where you still want to do some certain things, but you can't go do them. Right? And you think, well, that's the sacrifice that I made for my husband. At least tell him that you want to and see what goes from there. Nobody's satisfied. She said show dogs. Nobody's satisfied. He's not satisfied either. I'm sure in your 37 years of marriage, you yelled at him because he was hiding some kind of magazine. You said 37 years, so you got to be in your 40s or 50s at least. He was hiding some kind of magazine, loving some kind of music that you didn't love. And you guys eventually decided to stay with each other, regardless of anything else. You eventually decided to stay. You start telling the truth right now, your relationship will be over in weeks. You start saying we should love everyone the same way that we love you and our children. Your relationship will be over so fast. Of course you disagree. I know. That's okay, though. What do you think, Sandra? Tell the truth and everything will be perfect in your life, but if they're lying, it won't. Alright, this is not what I was trying to get into. How you're just comfortable? No, I'm not comfortable. I don't want to be alone? Oh, okay. You're talking about yourself. 37 to 50 years. Yeah, I understand that. You don't want to be alone. But you've looked over a lot of stuff so that you could stay. I don't even know what I'm telling anybody anymore. I gotta. I don't know what I'm telling people. Yeah, I do. I'm telling them to be honest. Oh my God. Hey, Betty Curry, you went to bed some nights, sleeping with him, saying, I don't care who he's thinking about. I gotta get mine. I'm telling you. You went to bed some nights saying, I don't care. I don't care who he's thinking. You guys argued. You had terrible times. It's the actual truth. Yeah, I don't know that answer, Kathleen. I try to tell everybody that it wasn't for us. Go straight to God. Um, do I think that Adam and Eve were the first people? No, I think it's funny that history says that all of the civilizations popped up around then. That's kind of cool. Nah, God's been here forever. There's many cities in heaven, but everybody wants me to say something smart, so I can't. Not because everybody wants me to say. No, God created good and evil. I think that you think Satan created evil. He didn't. God created light and darkness. Satan chose darkness. People think that if they're just good for this life, then they'll be okay. He Jesus only came to end sin. He did not come to end evil. He didn't come to end what God created. Satan did not create darkness. Well, thanks, Betty. The other day you said, there's always an end of an age. How many? Ah, I couldn't tell you that. You said, how many ages do I think there have been? Never ending. I think that God has been here forever, and it's never ending. um, I think we got to deal with. We got to tell the truth in the age that we're in. um, do I think that? I mean, probably by your question, do I think that Adam and Eve were the first people? No. No, he told them to replenish the earth. He didn't say plenish the earth. replenish the earth. I think that most people are evil. So why are you? No, I'm gonna ask you a question, Kathleen. Why the hell are you suffering? What are you suffering for? Did you not just have this great house where you made this salad and everything? What the hell are you suffering for? What is your suffering? I don't know. I feel like I've been on here for like an hour or so and have not said anything. Maybe I said everything. I don't know. I just don't remember. I would say the children who are being slaughtered for rituals. And who's that? I began telling my mother about Christianity today. It was tragic. Yeah. It's always kind of tragic. I don't know. I'll say something. You guys can definitely know that I'm getting like past the point to be on here. You're actually on here waiting to see if I say something that I shouldn't say. It's great. Been telling my mother about Christianity and this today. Don't contradict yourself. You have to tell me where I did contradict myself. It all seems like a contradiction. Yeah, everything. Seems like I'm like starting a cult or something. Whenever I'm the person telling you, don't be baptized. You don't have to be born again. Just be honest. Everybody's like, cult. I'm like, it's only cults calling me a cult. Like, what'd you say? Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, I don't want to contradict myself because I drank too much. That'd be terrible. I still won't contradict myself. It'll be funny though. It'll be funny. Try to get me to. We'll have to do this like whole politician thing. I'll be like, well, I think you have a good heart, so you shouldn't, I can't say anything too bad. What am I drinking? 8%. So I've had 6 of these because it's cheap. So I've had 6 right now. He said 5.5. I won't even be here tomorrow, guys. Come on, please say something. Like some goddamn Bible is gonna help us in some way. That's so amazing. Somebody say something. Say something true. Just say something that is so true. Say, The first time I ever had sex, I was thinking about this one girl and not the girl I was sleeping with. Please just say something true. God. Just say something true. The end is not coming. There's not gonna be an end. Jarrett, you find yourself a scholar, right? You thought about a lot of things. Don't get me started on the Bible. This is bad live, isn't it? I shouldn't have gone live. Guys, I'm gonna get off here. And I'm gonna get off here sad. Because everybody thinks that we need to know something to know God. It's so ridiculous. God is literally like, tell the truth in your own life. Everybody thinks it's something else. I don't know. I can't deal with it. Question coming. Alright, question me. Let me ask you a question before you send your question. If you tell the truth, is there something wrong with that? Hey, this is all I do. So if you want to send me money, there's about 9 people that do that. You know. But today I'm really drunk and did you put the can in the recycling? Who the fuck said that? No, I didn't. Ah, okay. I gotcha. That makes sense. Dude, you can't counter that. Alright, go to your friend and ask him if he's telling the truth about stroking his own dick and coming in the shower. I'm telling you. Alright, so you think it's something else, but you go up to him and say, are you stroking your own dick and coming in the shower? I'll probably get kicked off for this, but I'm saying that's the actual truth. Everybody thinks it's something else. Like I got a troll on here that thinks that he's more of a man than me. You know, it's great. When was the last time you made towel babies or something, or shirt babies? You know what? Fuck all you guys. The only thing I've been saying is try to tell the truth. God damn. When was the last time you were like, okay, and you didn't tell God? That's great. Go hump a pillow. Fucking sausages. Oh, I can still probably have a good conversation. No, maybe not. Actually, you might be alright. I can't. I can't, but I'll tell you one thing. If we both die tonight, God's not going to care what we read. Alright. So we don't have to believe in who the fuck is Jesus? Jesus Christo? Jesus. Isis. Who the fuck are you believing in, man? The only reason that you believe in Jesus is because the Catholic Church took over the whole world through murder and tyranny. That's it. You think you believe for some other reason? You give me the name of one good person. One. Just one good person in all this Christianity. So God never manifested. Yeah, he did. Alright, I'm out, guys. Thanks a lot. It's been a long time. Gone.